If there's a singular message I can give you about this format, is make sure that your mana fixing is good enough so that you can cast all of your spells. Otherwise, you end up like this. Hello, Daily Drafters. Today is Saturday, April 30th, and thanks for joining me for today's Daily Draft. We've got our second draft of the new format, Streets of New Capenna, today, and you probably don't see my face in the bottom right corner anymore. We had a little bit of issues with the quality of the recording and the audio, so I'm going to go back to this until I can get that figured out for you. Don't worry. I'll be back soon, hopefully. Thanks so much for everyone tuning in today, and if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, we'd love to have you along, so go ahead and hit that red subscribe button attached to the channel. We post a draft every single weekday morning here, and because today's a Saturday, we are in Streets of New Capenna draft weekend here, so we are giving you the content I know you need early in the format by drafting on Saturday and Sunday into next week. So it's great to have each and every one of you along, and thanks so much for being here. We've got a lot of great options in this pack, led by Zeator's Envoy. We got trashed by this card yesterday. It's a 4-mana 5/4 trample, and you can cast spells from the top of your library for free. This pack is insane, though. We've got Call in a Professional, 3-mana deal 3 anywhere, Corrupt Court Official, 2-mana discard a card, Strangle, 1-mana deal 3, Body Dropper, Girder Goons, Celestial Regulator, Maestro's Charm. I mean, this pack is just loaded with goodies. But we're going to take what I think is the best card in the pack, in Zeator's Envoy. And then we can follow it up with probably Corrupt Court Official here. So we're either going to want to lean into black-red or red-green, but not necessarily black-green. Because of the allied color pair thing going on in this set. So don't think Regulators for us. Kaldia's Strong Arm is also very good, but I think Corrupt Court Official's just probably the best black common. Could be behind Murder. Girder Goons is also up there. I think black is a really, really strong color in the format. And I'd love to lean into black-red if at all possible, even though we passed so much red, so much good red in that first pack. We passed a Strangle and we passed the 3-mana deal 3. But we're going to take the Corrupt Court Official. It is, what's the beetle from last set? I can't even think of the name. Virus Beetle. It's a Virus Beetle on a stick here. Ooh, Stimulus Package. This seems like a fun build around. 4 mana, when it ETBs, you create 2 treasures, and you can sack a treasure to create a 1/1. That's pretty good. If it weren't for that, there's also the land. But with Zeator's Envoy and Corrupt Court Official, this land isn't doing a ton for us. There's Security Rocks. 4 mana 5/4, and you can pay only treasures to pay it for 2, but I don't know how good that's ability is necessarily gonna be. They both are kind of very, very similar cards here, and I think I want the treasure makers before I get the treasure payoffs. So I'm gonna try out Stimulus Package here. I think it has a high upside if you can get enough treasures. So I'm gonna take the Stimulus Package. And then we see Obscura Storefront and Racer's Ring. There's also Masked Bandits, Jetmir's Fixer, Girder Goons, Sawjack. I mean, there's a lot of cards for the Riveteers here. And as a lesson from last draft, as much as I like all 3 of these cards, I think it's more important to take these lands early. You have to make sure that you can cast your spells in this format. All the families are based around 3 colors. And if you just take this card, followed by Envoy, followed by a black card, followed by a red-green card, you're not going to be able to cast your spells. As much as I like all these 3 cards, we can get these in pack 2 and pack 3 after we take the lands necessary to make sure we can cast our spells. Body Dropper is a great payoff for both Casualty and Blitz in the format, so it is what we will be taking here. 2 mana 2/2. Whenever you sack a creature, put a 1/1 counter on it, and you can sack creatures as well. There's Dig Up the Body, which I wouldn't mind having a copy of. Unlucky Witness, not so bad if you have enough Casualty as well. Civic Gardener, if you're running low on 2s, you could consider it. Capenna Express seems pretty good if you're heavy treasure, but we don't know that we're going to be yet, so I'm going to take the body dropper here. Riveteer's Overlook, going to be hard to make me pass this card. So this is the threaten effect, 4 mana gain, control of target creature. You get a treasure token till end of turn. Extract the Truth, Daring Escape, all this is just kind of combat trick stuff. This is the broker, no, this is the Cabaretti version of this cycle. Backup Agent, but yeah, we're happy to take Riveteer's Overlook here. Got to get those lands again. And a 7th pick Corrupt Court Official. You love to see it. Oh, there's also Mayhem Patrol. That's difficult. I think I'm going to go Corrupt Court Official over Mayhem Patrol, but that could be wrong. I mean, Body Dropper, having 2 1/1s that are sack fodder that have already gotten the value out of it, seems pretty good. So I'm going to go with Corrupt Court Official over that, but again, that could be incorrect. Here's Mayhem Patrol versus Girder Goons versus Deal Gone Bad. These are all 3 cards I want in this deck. I think I want to lean red-black and maybe splash Envoy or something. Maybe another Riveteer's card if we find it. But we have a really good kind of low-to-the-ground aggressive deck with Mayhem Patrol if we could take that here over Girder Goons and Deal Gone Bad, which are both very good. And my goodness, Girder Goons and Corrupt Court Official and Regulator all came back. This pack was insane, so it makes sense that a couple things can come back, but man, we can really lean into the sacrifice thing with all these court officials here. I do really like Girder Goons, don't get me wrong, but when it's up against Corrupt Court Officials, I'm going to take that. I'll take the Kuldaya Strong Arm here over 2 mana, 2/1. It's +1/+1 from Alliance, not great. Combat Trick, could be fine with some court officials or something, but I'll take the Strong Arm as a decent blitz creature. I guess here we'll take the Combat Trick over Cabaretti Initiate. And then a couple of blue cards. So Antagonize, 2 mana, +4/+3 until end of turn. So I think we want to lean red-black as much as we can. And then pick up the Fixing to cast some green cards as well. We already have 2 pieces of Fixing to cast the Envoy. I don't know how much we're going to be playing Stimulus Package here. There's the train. They agree. We've missed the train. It's a particularly honk-happy one. And Masked Bandits came back anyway. So, see? We got it back. Doesn't really matter. So we'll go ahead and take that here. Over the Obscura storefront, which is not necessarily for us. We'll cut black here. And Daring Escape, a random combat trick I don't think we need. All right. Decent little first pack there, I think. Gonna be prioritizing lands still while we can. So here we've got even the score. Let's see. 3 mana and X. Costs 3 less to cast if an opponent is basically never costs 3 less to cast. So it's a very bad instant speed draw spell in Mythic. So we're not taking that. There is another body dropper here, though. And I think that's what I'm going to land on over maybe like Wrecking Crew. I've been impressed by Wrecking Crew. It's just a big body that's hard to get through. Cabaretti Courtyard could get a mountain or a forest for us, which is not bad. But when there's a card as good as Body Dropper here, I think I'm going to take that over this. If this was Riveteer's Overlook, this would be pretty close. But I'm going to take the Body Dropper here. And what do we see now? 2 mana, 3/1 must be blocked if able. I don't really like this card. It just, there's too many 1/1 tokens running around. Cormella Glamour Thief, not for us. Cabaretti Charm, also not for us, question mark. Capenna Express, Deal Gone Bad, Jetmir's Fixer. We have 3 court officials and double body dropper, which is why I say we should probably lean red-black. But red-green, Jetmir's Fixer is pretty good as well. I think I'm actually going to take the Deal Gone Bad as our first removal spell over the Fixer, because again, I think I'd rather lean red-black than red-green with this start that we have. Plus, we don't have a ton of treasure makers. We have the stimulus package, but I don't think that's going to actually make our cut here. Interesting. Okay, so now we have Forge Boss, 4 mana, 3/4. Whenever you sack 1 or more creatures, it deals 2 to each opponent. Only triggers once per turn. Join the Maestros is a casualty. 5 mana, 4/3 token. You can casualty 2 to get another 4/3. Quick Draw Dagger's actually been pretty good. There's also Rocks Pummeler, Glittermonger for some treasure things. But I think I'm going to take the Forge Boss, even over Venom Connoisseur here. I'm going to take the Forge Boss and go from there. Alright, here's a moment where I might take the Dusk Mangler. Again, I know it's 7 mana, and we have a pretty low to the ground deck, but we need to be able to compete into the late game, I think, as well. And this card just seems really, really good. 7 mana, you have to either discard, sack, or pay 4 life, and then your opponent has to do all of them when it ETBs. There's also Warm Welcome, but I'm not sure how green we're actually going to be, because this Stimulus package right now is not looking great in our deck. So I think I'm going to take the Dusk Mangler here. Tramway Station, going to be hard to push me off of that. Maestro's Ascendancy is not one of the good Ascendancies. There's a couple of really, really good ones. Broker's Ascendancy is insane. Run Out of Town's good removal spell, but we are not in blue. Unlucky Witness, good sack fodder. But we need this fixing here to make sure we can cast these spells. Obscura, don't think that's for us. So another Mayhem Patrol over Kaldaya Strong Arm. So 2 mana, 1/2 Menace. You can also blitz it. And it gives some, whenever it attacks, it can give something else +1/+0 as well. It's a really good, nice, low to the ground aggressive creature. I'd probably play another Strong Arm, to be honest. Maybe even another Deal Gone Bad. What I really think, Deal Gone Bad is going to overperform in this format, specifically because it gets around shield counters. A lot of the shield counter cards are, like, kind of cheap and have small toughness. And Deal Gone Bad gets around them. You could just kill them without having to worry about the shield counter. Alright, probably taking another Racer's Ring here over... There's Rocco. But we don't have a way to fix for white right now. And I'm not sure how good that's going to be for us without caring about Alliance too much. Another Socialite. We don't have one. Our curve is looking pretty decent in the 2-drop slot already. So we're going to take the Racer's Ring here. Mr. Orfeo right in our colors. There's also Mayhem Patrol, but I think I'm going to take the 4 mana kind of 4/4. And then we have a couple of things to splash. So I'm going to put Stimulus Package into the sideboard for now. Looking at Envoy, Orfeo, Masked Bandits, maybe even a Strong Arm as a splash. But we'll take Mr. Orfeo. And the Wrecking Crew did come back. Again, I've been really impressed with this card, so I'm going to take it. Jetmir's Fixer. We'll see if we can get enough fixing to be able to play this as a 2-drop as well. It is a very good one, so I'm going to take it here. Quick Draw Dagger versus Riveteer's Initiate. Don't know how much we need another random 2/2. I guess I'll take it, though, as just another 2-drop body. Here's another one. These are probably going to be some of the first cuts, though. Don't think we're going to play Cutthroat Contender, and I don't like Extract the Truth. All right. See if we can find the fixing we need to get exactly where we need to. We're pretty much close to being able to cast everything we want to. All right, so here we've got Mayhem Patrol, number 3. We've got Light 'em Up. Very good removal spell. 2 mana, deals 2 to target creature or planeswalker, casualty 2. The only thing is, if it was casualty 1, it would be busted in this deck because of Corrupt Court Official, but it's not. Then we've got Fatal Grudge, 2 mana, as an additional cost, sack a permanent, and then they have to sack a permanent that shares a type with it. You draw a card. Because of triple Corrupt Court Official, I think I'm going to land on Fatal Grudge here over 3rd Mayhem Patrol. I think we have a really good aggressive package here, followed by a decent enough late game that can help us kind of do what we need to there. So, all right, so Broker's Hideout can get us not the one we're looking for. Riveteer's Charm. Let's see. Target opponent sacks a creature planeswalker with the highest mana value. That's good. Exile top 3 of your library until your next end step. You may play those cards. Pretty decent. And then a whiff on number 3. Exile target player's graveyard. There's also another Jetmir's Fixer. think I'm going to land on the Charm here over the second Fixer. I'm not sure Duskmangler is going to make this deck. I think we can be pretty aggressive. That's our first 3-drop there. It's awkward. We have a ton of 2-drops. Let's see. For the Family is a trick. Daring Escape. There's another Deal Gone Bad. I think I'll take that over. I mean, Duskmangler again. I don't even think the first one's making our deck because we're looking to be a little bit more low to the ground. For the Family is a combat trick that we could consider playing. Daring Escape, I think we already have one. Courier's Briefcase, don't think we need. So we'll just take the Deal Gone Bad and may play it or not. And a Jewel Thief. You love to see it. 3 mana, 3/3, Vigilance, Trample, ETB, Treasure Token. Yes, please, I will take it all. If this weren't here, we have Kaldaya Strongarm. We have another Racer's Ring and a Masked Bandits, all of which I'd probably play. So let's take Jewel Thief very happily. All right, don't think we need a third Deal Gone Bad. Graveyard Shift, not really for us. Rogue's Gallery as well for the Family. I'll just take the Racer's Ring here as another way of fixing. All right, now we have Light 'em Up versus Maestro's Initiate. Initiate, 3 mana, 3/1. You can pay 5 from your yard to draw 2, discard 1. I think I'll take Light 'em Up as a decent removal spell. Move Duskmangler to the side. Rock's Pummeler versus Girder Goons here. This is a good 5-drop because you can blitz it and get in there. And I think we're going to be looking to be pretty aggressive with this deck. So we'll take the Girder Goons and then probably move Wrecking Crew to the side because it doesn't have blitz or anything. It's just 5 mana do nothing when we have all these good aggressive creatures is going to be hard to justify here. Okay, so kind of a weird combat trick. Arc Spitter, Gilded Pinions. I mean, I doubt we're going to play this to get things flying because we're just going to try to kill them before any of that matters. Didn't get any murders, but everyone knows that's a good card, so. I'm wondering if Deal Gone Bad is going to be better in this format than Murder. That might be my hot take. 4 mana, -3/-3, again, because it gets around shield counters. That's so important. All right, none of these cards, I don't think. Three mana, 3/2, deals 1 damage. Revel Ruiner, Civic Gardener. Guess I'll take the Gardener, but it's probably going to be one of the first cuts here. Daring Escape. Maybe that's worth it in an aggressive deck like ours. I don't think we're playing Glitter Mongerer or Paragon of Eternity. Kaldaya Strongarm's another good 5-drop we can blitz. It's going to be a good one. Bring that in. May not need to play Masked Bandits because of how expensive it is. Then everything else looks pretty good. Most Wanted, I think, is a bit too expensive for what we want. All right, let's take a look here. We currently have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 lands. If we have enough sources, we could probably go down to 16. Let's take a look at our 2-drops here. Antagonize seems okay in this deck. It's probably either Gardener or Riveteer's Initiate. I think I'm going to go with Gardener on the cut. Probably run it like this, but let's see how many sources we have. I think we need the most red. So let's do this. Now we have 8, 9, 10 red sources. We have 6, 7 green, and 4, 5, 6 black. Okay, that's why they gave us more black here. So let's do that. Now we have 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a lot of tap lands in this. So the problem with this deck being aggressive is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tap lands. And we want to be able to curve into these things here. The good news is we can go like land, 2-drop. Next turn, tap land, 2-drop. Next turn, untap land, 4-drop. That seems like a decent kind of little curve with this deck here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 red sources. But we want to have them on turn 2. I think we could try this. I think the mana... I mean, we'll be saying this all format. The mana is going to be the make or break for whether these decks are good. Being able to play 3 colors consistently with the fixing you need and being able to cast your spells when you need to cast them. But this seems pretty good here. 5, 6, 7 black sources, and all we have, well, we have this. 2 here, 1 here, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Is there a green card we can cut down on? Because we currently have 7 green sources. This would go down to 6 green sources for Fixer, Jewel Thief, Riveteer's Charm, Orfeo, and Envoy, and double Strong Arm. I think I'm okay running it like this, but again, I mean, you just never know with how this mana situation is going to go. I don't think we can afford to go to 16 lands, only because we're not going to have enough sources for any of our cards. We have 9 red right now, which is like the minimum you would want. We have 6, 7, 8 black, which is like the minimum you would want. And then 6 green, which is also a little underneath. So let's try this and see how that goes. I'm wondering if there's any untapped dual sources that can really help in this format. Because otherwise the aggressive decks might really struggle to get off to a good start. But yeah, just never had it. Never didn't have it here, so we're good to go. All 3 of our colors and off to the races. I don't think we have any double pips in our deck either, so seems pretty good. Fatal Grudge is probably going to be pretty good here. I thought we just had a train. Its brothers following closely behind. Alright. So we can make them sack this citizen here. How much do we even care about that, though? Probably not too much. I'm just going to play the Initiate here. It trades off with it if they want to. Yep. Now they can sack that 1/1. Okay, so I think I'm going to go Fixer plus Fatal Grudge. So let's do Fatal Grudge, sacrificing the 1/1. They'll sacrifice their 1/1. And we're even on cards here. And then we can light them up and kill both of these things, sacrificing this stupid thing. Yeah, why not? Let's just clear the board here. Cast with Casualty, targeting this. Sacking that. Killing this. So we essentially, I think light 'em up's going to be pretty good because you can essentially like force a trade of 2-drops is kind of what it does. If you're interested in forcing trades, I think forcing a trade of 2-drops, if you're interested in doing that, light 'em up's going to be a pretty good card here. So let's hope they don't play something that's bigger than an X3. Okay, I don't know if that's worth killing. I mean, probably so. Alright, so red, green. If we do this, we can pump it. Yeah, let's just do this. Kill this. And I think we're going to mill them. I don't think we have any cards in our deck that care about being in the graveyard. Okay, so we put a knockout blow in their yard. And we'll hit them for 3 here. So we have a lot of 2-drops in our deck, and top decking any of them may not be the best here. Girder Goons, that's a good one. No need to blitz, because we're in no rush. So let's do this and get a green, I suppose. For X equals 2. Alright, what you gonna get? Okay, not a bad one. Not a bad one. Called Dia Strong Arm. Okay, so this might be the point of the game where we want to start blitzing things. So we can blitz this, draw the card on it. It still has good attacks, but the counter's here, and then this has good attacks as well, because then we get the card on the backside. So I think this is when you actually want to start blitzing in the format. Yeah, because now they have to double block here. Then we get the 2/2 and a card back from Dia Strong Arm, so seems pretty good to me. Another thing we can blitz next turn. Not anymore. Well, it has Menace. I think I will blitz it here. Play that. Get in here. Give it to itself. It'll die. We'll draw Forge Boss. No blocks. I don't even know if this is a race we win anymore is the thing. Yeah, that's a problem. Jeez. How do you deal with that? So we'll go Forge Boss. I mean, and we can trade Antagonize for the shield counter essentially here. And we might have to. It's an instant, right? Yeah, good. Okay. If they put the counter, if they put this thing on the Rocks Pummeler, then we're going to have to chump it. Even though it... Oh my gosh. I'm going to get 2 counters on it as well. Okay, this is a problemo. Okay, so we can at least eat the security rocks. We're going to have to take 6 to get rid of this shield counter here. Wait, no, we can't. Yeah, we can because it's plus 3 as well. So let's do... You have to take 6 just to get rid of that shield counter. 2 blockers. And do that. Let's go ahead and draw our card here. Okay. And no attacks. Gonna take it. Deal with an 8/5. Okay, I guess we go to 1. That's not really gonna do it either. I guess we play both of our cards here. No attacks. So maybe I miscalculated by blitzing a few times that we were the one that were the aggressor. All they did is play a 6-3 can't die, and then we didn't do so well there. Okay, so an 8-5 and a 3-4. So we can do this and then trade. And hope they don't have instant speed removal. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so now we die. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, on the play here we have turn 2 Body Dropper. And a Fatal Grudge. If we can find one of our, what's it called? Discard cards, or 2 mana 1/1 discard a card things. Can go pretty well. Yeah, that'll certainly put a damper on our plans as far as attacking goes. What does that even do? +3/+3 in the beginning of your end step, tap it, and it doesn't untap. Interesting. Okay. So let's do the bluff here. It's technically not a bluff because we can use light 'em up to kill that thing post-combat, but I don't think we will. I think I'm just going to play the initiate here. Okay, they called it. Finding an untapped land here to blitz called Strong Arm will be pretty good for us. I think. Again, depending on what they play. This card just seems awful. Let's see if they can figure out a way to use it. Alright, another tap land. Hold for ransom. That's fine. Corrupt Court Official could be good next turn with Fatal Grudge. So again, no reason not to attack. They'll most likely block again, I would think. We also have the sack outlet here. But I don't want to do that right now, because I want to be able to cast cards from our hand. Okay, so they got rid of Cleanup. Yeah, they are way away from casting that. Celebrity Fencer. Alright. Missing more lands here. Let's see if we can do this and then find another card off the top. So we're going to sacrifice, I guess, the thing that's underneath here. Why not? Submit one. They're probably going to sacrifice their 0-4. Still missing lands. And am I okay trading this at this point? Probably, because this is going to get pretty big. And we have no guarantee of casting this. So I'm fine trading that. We have a lot of gas left in our hands here. So I'm just going to get that value. I got another one. And we are still missing it. Alright, so light 'em up can kill that right now for very cheap. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then we'll get in for 1. I mean, all they have to do is... Oh my gosh, your 3rd Celebrity Fencer. Okay, so here's our land. We can deal Gone Bad that. We can blitz in a Strong Arm. We can antagonize plus Jetmir's Fixer here. I'd rather antagonize this if they're going to block. So let's see. Okay, so they're not going to block. And I think I will deal Gone Bad this now because this could get out of range. And I'll make them mill again. Okay, another Broker's Initiate. Spara's Adjudicators. Yeah, can't attack or block now. Riveteer's Charm sacrifices highest mana value. Okay, so we can do this. How many green do we have? Just 1 green. Okay, so we're just going to have to make them get rid of their 4/4. Then we'll pass here. Okay. You want to put it on my creature? You can do that. Didn't think so. They're going to equip this. Girder Goons. Let's see if they'll let us eat this thing first. Nope. Let's just do this then. Yeah, like what is this doing? Psychic Pickpocket. Okay, so they're going to bounce our Girder Goons almost assuredly. Get in for 2. Mr. Orfeo. It's pretty good on this board. Let's first do this. Again, we can eat the Pickpocket. But they're not going to let us. So let's just play Girder Goons here. If we draw a land, we can go Orfeo plus one of these two. So. Okay. So they're going to hit us for 6 here. I guess they can just, like, keep moving these around. No, I don't know. So we're still missing land drops. So we can go Orfeo and then double this creature's power. I think that's what I'm going to do here. They go to 8. And then we have Antagonize here to maybe push through lethal damage here at some point. Sure. You want to hit us for 5 again? Okay. Now both of your creatures are tapped. And you have another backup agent. Missing yet another land drop. 5 lands in 19 cards. I mean, who knows? Alright, let's get in here. They don't have any priority here, so I think we're good to go for Antagonize, unless they have a counterspell, which would be awful. They have to block. Let's go for it here, and we got it. All right. We have 17 lands. Cool. This deck's pretty cool. Okay, so this hand's a little awkward. We do have Body Dropper on 2. We are on the draw to draw more lands, but we do have 4-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, 5-drop. I'm going to keep it, but you never know. Wouldn't mind drawing like Racer's Ring turn 1. Let's call it Racer's Ring off the top. We do have 3 of them in our deck, so there's a 1 in 11 chance here. Ah, not quite. It is another card we can play, though. I think I'll start with this one, because if they're going to use a removal spell, I'd rather them kill this than Body Dropper here. Again, would very much like a Racer's Ring off the top. Or a Riveteer's Overlook or whatever. A green source is what I'm looking for. To play Envoy on 4. They missed a land drop. Do we blitz this just to get a card back to try to find the land? Or do we play Body Dropper? I'm going to play Body Dropper, and then next turn if we miss another land, we can blitz this. To get the counter on that too. So let's play Body Dropper here. Okay, they found their 3rd land. Must be nice. Down goes Body Dropper. Yeah, not exactly what we're looking for here. Can blitz the Girder Goons. Maybe that's worth it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Try to get that land to play Envoy. Get a 2-2 off of the deal anyway. Well, not quite it. Not quite it. Do have a removal spell, though. Giada. Probably going to need to kill that one. Okay, so they're still getting priority here. Either they have a land to play or they have that 1 blue mana phase something out card with a 1/1 counter. And I think I'm going to have to force them to play that here, if that is what they have. And they're playing Obscura, but I don't want to mill us necessarily, because we can mill some of our green sources. Okay, so they didn't have it. Let's see what they... Alright, 2 lands and a Crooked Custodian. We did get rid of Giada, so that's good news. If we can find a green, we can really put the pressure on them, but gotta find that green. Here's the mana situations going on again. Can blitz in Mayhem Patrol, make them discard a card as well. Let's hope they don't play a card that kind of blanks all of our attacks here. Not necessarily. Some sort of sorcery they have for a blue or a black. Okay, I think I'm going to blitz in Mayhem Patrol. And then we'll get in with everything and give it here. They'll probably trade for Initiate. Okay. So they go to 5. They have to discard a card, and then we draw 1 on end step. Alright, so Dusk Mangler, a little bit far away from casting that. There's our Racer's Ring. It is a tapped green, though. And they are kind of opening their hand up with all their mana now. This can get lifelink. Ooh, that's good. I think we need a blitz in called a strong arm. Well, we can blitz this in. They have to block it. Are they just dead? No, because of lifelink. But we can cast a 3-drop for free and then blitz that in next turn, and then they're almost assuredly dead. Yeah, they have to block this. One, two, three, four, five, 6 is what they're taking. And they're effectively at 7. Nope, can't do that. I guess you can. Yeah, you go to 1, we cast a 5-drop. Alright, well I guess we're doing this. Oh, look at the top card. You may play a land or cast a spell less than or equal. For some reason I thought it was look at the top X, but that's okay. We've got another blitz creature and 2 lethal creatures on the board right now. Echo Inspector, that should be alright. Yep, that should do it here. So play Body Dropper, and then blitz in called Aya Strong Arm. Put the counters here, and get on in. Man, Riveteers is strong. Blitz is a strong, strong keyword when you have the synergies to go with it. Okay, on the play here with green, red, black. You love to see it. Mr. Orfeo and a menace creature here. Guess we can order these triggers how we want. If they don't let us, then that would be... gonna have to go and manually adjust it using my screwed up... Oh, I can see. A lot of the times you can't actually see what the words say on there for some reason. Alright, let's grab that green. Brokers. Okay. Right, regularly. I want to see more Brokers decks. I have not seen many Brokers decks on the battlefield yet. And the ones that have absolutely destroyed me thanks to their rares. Alright, well... Gotta take turn 3 off, which is not great news, but we do have Orfeo next turn. And then a 4-2 Menace coming. Okay. I think I'll go with Orfeo. There we go. We did get it how we wanted it. I think Strong Arm is going to be almost always blitzed in this format. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this card is busted. 4 mana 6/6 trample ward 2 that we can't kill in this deck. But we can tap things down to give them fishies, so take your fishy. Okay, I think we'll blitz in Strong Arm. We can just play Forge Boss, blitz this in next turn. And then we can blitz it and sacrifice it to kill both of the fish that we're likely gonna give them. Okay, so we'll get in... Double that one, give it here. They have to take 4. Okay, so they can't do that. It's got Menace. Okay, play Forge Boss, and the next turn we can blitz this in and play Light 'em Up, sacrificing the Strong Arm, drawing the card, killing their 1/1 fish, and if they play another X2, but they have 5 mana, so they probably play bigger than an X2 here. And if they kill our Forge Boss, then we can't even tap down the Kraken. Okay, let's tap that down. Man, they're getting aggressive with attacking. Corrupt Court Official. That is awkward, because now we can't do what we wanted to do. Unless we draw another untapped land. Sky Crier. Okay. Oh, gosh. How do we do this here? Probably still blitz this in. So we can give the counter probably here to our menace creature. And I think we have to hold something back to tap down the Kraken. Is that correct? Probably so. Because we can't attack through this is the problem. So I think I will hold it back this turn. And we're going to double... They can chump this, but they have to double chump this. So we're going to give it here. It's already 6. Yeah, let's give this one here then. Kind of spread the wealth. Okay. And then they have to take 2 from Forge Boss as well. Next turn we can initiate, even casualty it. Why are you blitzing? It's going to sacrifice. Trying to get... But the 2/2 is tapped. Scheming... Okay, well this is a triggered ability, not an activated ability, so I think we're fine. Okay, so we have Light 'em Up and Antagonize here. This has Menace, so we yeah, we win because we can just go Antagonize on whatever they don't block. Yeah. So we'll double this power and give this +1/+1. Not that it really matters here. Yeah, they played that one a little weird, just attacking with creatures more than they should have. What do they block? Double that one? Okay, sure. Alright. Yeah, that would have been a difficult one to win if they had played that correctly, but they didn't, so we got the win. Alright, on the play here, Court Official into Fatal Grudge or Mayhem Patrol, Riveteer's Charm if we find a green. Yes, please. Okay, got rid of another plains here. Play land. Nope. Alright, go to combat, get you for 1. I guess we'll play Mayhem Patrol. Nice. Yeah, they gotta get rid of our Fatal Grudge, I think. It's a good one. Clean 2 for 1. Okay, they'll get rid of the charm here. I think I'm fine trading Court Official for this if they want to, and if they don't, we can just Fatal Grudge post-combat. Okay. Sack this. Miss a land drop again. I think that's going to be our downfall with this deck. Alright, there's the mythic common of the set. That and Jewel Thief. Alright, we'll go get that green. Get him for 2. And play that guy. And they have a scary amount of mana for a control deck. All their untapped mana. Don't think I can play Orfeo into that. We can blitz Strong Arm. I guess blitzing is still casting, so they could counter this. Because if you cast it for its blitz cost. See what they want to do about that. Okay, I think I'll give it here, so this can actually profitably attack. Get him with everything. They're gonna kill something, I would think. Okay. There's the kill spell. Do they kill another thing? Yes. Are you kidding me? Why are everybody main decking all these color hosers? I've been destroyed by them. I guess because people are playing more colors in this format, so there's a decent chance you're going to actually go against the colors that these hose. But yeah, they just got rid of all 3 of our creatures. Yeah, they're going to counter another one here. I mean, what do I just have to play Mr. Orfeo, I guess? I mean, they're going to counter him, but like, or kill him. But I don't want to blitz this in. And I don't want to play a 2-drop. Okay, exotic pets. You got some fishies. Can't block. Regulator tapping this, but they can still attack, I guess. Huh. Can't do anything but cast only 1 spell. Alright, go to damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we just cast Deal Gone Bad, or do we like initiate plus Mayhem Patrol? We can't do both of these, is the problem. I guess we just try to kill this right now. Okay, 2 lands and an Echo Inspector. Would have liked to have them draw those 2 lands, but beggars can't be choosers. Snooping Newsy, that's probably another Deal Gone Bad target. 2 more lands. I think I'm going to come in with Mr. Orfeo here. I guess I can play Kaldaya Strong Arm as a 4/5. And then next turn, if we draw basically any land, we can double spell. Any untapped land. Because I don't... If we do, like, one of these two, that's all we can do. And Deal Gone Bad, I don't think we need to run that out just yet. So I think I am just going to do this and hope they don't counter it or kill something. Okay, so they will kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 2-turn clock technically. We still can do nothing but single spell. So we'll attack here. Give it to himself, go to damage. And we're dead the next turn. So we'll do this. Okay, Informant and Out of the Way. So we go to 1. And then one of these fish can kill us. If we draw red, we might win. That might do it too. If they don't have removal. Alright, cross your fingers. It's got trample. (10-4) trample. Please don't have destroy target attacking creature. Awesome. Yeah, a red land would have done it because we could have casualtied and killed both of these and then brought this in, I think, too. Or killed one of these, blitzed that in, and then got it as a 4-powered attacker, so that would have done it. But great top deck of a good rare. Gotta love it. Alright, so we're on the draw for what I feel like is like the 4th or 5th time this draft. We don't have a black, so we can't cast any of these cards, but we can cast Initiate, and we are on the draw. So I'm going to keep it. And hope we find one of the blacks. Come on. There we go. Two mana 3/2. Okay, yeah. We'll cast Initiate. It can threaten to trade with that. I know they can get value out of their graveyard from it, but ooh, they missed a land. That's good news. Alright, guess we're playing Mayhem Patrol. And then hoping we can find a black. That's not what I meant. Too bad we can't punish them for missing lands here. Because we're doing it too. And have 5 cards in our hand we can't cast. Okay, this is an awkward game. Alright, well they're a turn delayed on it, but yeah. Yeah, it doesn't help in the slightest. This is why you need good mana in this format, because you have games like this where you just straight up lose because you can't cast any of your cards. Okay, can't do anything about that. Whoa. They really needed that land, didn't they? Oh look, it's a card we can't cast. Alright, guess we're going to have to use Antagonize here, just to make sure we don't discard a card. 7 black cards in hand, no black sources in 14, so Problem is, even if we draw Black Source, we can only cast one card a turn. And they've drawn out of it. So, their whole hand is open. Okay, so if we don't draw another black, what are we discarding? I don't even know. Drawing 2 cards a turn now. That'll get them out of it quick. Oh, look. Another card we can't cast. Okay. Alright, so we'll discard... Corrupt Court Official. I guess. I feel like we have... this might be every black card in our entire deck. We have one more Court Official, I suppose. Double Body Dropper. Might have another Girder Goons. I'm not sure how many more black cards we have in the entire deck. Okay, they get a 1/1. Oh, they want the mana. Alright. I mean, we got them pretty low, but... I mean... they're just going to be casting 3 cards a turn at this point. And then we are going to be lucky to cast 1. Okay, another card we can't cast. I guess this is going to trade for an Exhibition Magician. Can sack this. On their end step to draw a card. Three mana or 4 mana 5/5 flyer. Yeah, that'll probably kill us. Let's see. Did we find a black in our top 2 cards here? Not what I meant. Holy cow. All right. Well, that was a blast. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, no green, but we do have Body Dropper, Initiate, and or Light 'em Up. So we will keep this hand and then never find a green and draw all of our green cards. There will be many a games this format where we get mana screwed. So, again, I'll play Initiate first because this is a bigger target if they have a removal spell. Okay, do we just light him up and kill that thing? I don't think so. Because if they play another 2-drop next turn, we can light him up, get a counter, sacrifice this, kill both of them. Yeah, I'm going to high roll here. See if we can get that out of them. No blocks. Play another X2. Kind of. It gets rid of the shield counter at the very least. So we'll casualty, target this, sacrifice this, and get rid of their double strike shield counter. That's not a race we win. Oh god. If they equip this, we have to take 6 a turn? Oh no. That's a quick way to lose. We're gonna have to start blitzing here to get this thing big enough. Yep, there we go. Take 6. Okay, I guess we're blitzing this. Get in here so we can at least threaten a trade with that. Okay, here we go, drawing all the green cards, like I said, with no green mana. Alright. If they kill this, I think we're dead. Okay, if they have a combat trick, I think we're dead. Okay, well, we're dead. Because we're dead next turn. Yeah, here's a chump blocker. Yep. Disciplined Duelist is ridiculous. Okay. I mean, there's like nothing. If we draw green, we can play this and trade with that, which feels awful. Rumor Gatherer. Yeah. That's not what I meant by drawing a green. So here's another chump blocker. Like I said, we've kept the lands and we've drawn 3 more green cards since then. So, started 4-1 and got mana screwed twice. Yeah, this format's gonna be a little rough. Alright, I get to scry, then draw. We get to take 2, and then next turn we get to die. Okay, so now we get to take 3. And draw another green card. Alright, well, this has been fantastic. It's fun when things go well, and then it's just... Some of the worst parts of Magic are when you don't get to play. In 2 of our 3 losses, we didn't get to play a game, because we just didn't draw the mana we need to. So that's why I think this format is going to be a little hectic. You got to take those lands. Look, everybody, you just got to take those lands, because we lost 2 of our 3 games by not having enough lands. So... If you haven't learned anything yet in the first 2 days of the format, take the lands highly. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end of this video. You can stick around to the end screen to find all of our new Capenna drafts if that is of interest to you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on Sunday tomorrow for your daily draft.